This video was brought to you in part by the supporters of the AMTV Patreon. Thank you. So I know many of you wanted me to give my thoughts on the new look for the BBC, and to be honest, I don't have much to say. For those unaware, after 24 years of using the three blocks that have come to be synonymous with the corporation, the BBC have finally updated their look to something more modern and fresh. Well, I say that, not much has really changed. The three blocks are still present, now with a little more space between them, and the font has changed to Wreath, which is the BBC's own original font that they hold the copyright to, named after their founder. To be honest, I don't really mind the new look. My only major criticism would be the spacing of the blocks. If they had kept them the same distance as before, I think that could have worked just fine. But the Wreath font does look good, and I suppose will now feel more uniform with the font seen on programmes such as BBC News. In terms of the TV channels, small alterations have been made. This is again mainly limited to changing the fonts of BBC 1, 2 and 4 to Wreath, so that now they all look uniform. BBC 2's current state of psychedelic curve idents hasn't gone away, and are now merely using the new BBC logo and font. Very much the same case for BBC 4, who are still using the 4 square design, and also it seems to be the case for BBC 1, who at the time of recording are still using the Oneness template that was first seen in 2017, but now with the new logo and font design. The term Oneness seems to have finally been dropped, which gives me a big sigh of relief. Don't get me wrong, the idea behind the concept of Oneness was a solid one, but I never felt it was executed in the best way possible. In terms of a TV ident anyway. I'll quickly touch on how this rebrand is affecting other BBC services. We see in the press release the designs we'll soon see on features such as the iPlayer, sounds, and the sections dedicated to sports, weather, and so on. They've really gone full force on the three blocks motif, taking three blocks and moulding them into whatever best reflects the service in a variety of bright colours. At first glance, I wasn't too much of a fan. Several TV companies as of late have been diving towards oversimplification in their presentation without much depth, but the more I look at these, I'm warming to them. I think they may look a bit bland as a static image, but once we see their integration into the services, I think more people may take a shine to them. So overall, am I outraged at the new logo? Not really. Change is always going to come, and 24 years is a pretty good run for any TV related logo design. I've seen a lot of people outraged that the design hasn't changed enough, and that's fair, you can have your own opinion, but the levels of outrage in some cases this has caused is honestly a bit baffling to me. People acting like the blocks weren't really a thing before 1997, when they technically have used a blocky-based design since the 1960s, except they were slanted, and occasionally were underlined. Back in 97, when they straightened them up, there was some outrage then too, but gradually, most audiences warmed to them, and if I'm honest, I think the exact same thing is going to happen here. Love them or hate them, the new Wreath design of the BBC logo is here to stay, and will likely remain in place for many decades to come. But what do you guys think of the BBC's new look? Let me know in the comments section below. I've been Martyn from AMTV, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Good morning. From today you might notice our TV channels look a little bit different. We hope you like it.